One of my all-time favorite guests on the Rob Dennis Show sitting right here, Tim Harrison. Tim, we got to keep the word going. You cannot own exotic animals. You love animals. The pounds are loaded with cats and kittens and dogs ready to be adopted, begging for a home.
Absolutely. That's what's, after 43 years of doing what I've been doing, I'm director of outreach for animals. I'm in a documentary called The Elephant in the Living Room. We've got a lot of information out to people, but there's still people wanting to bring wild animals into their homes. I've never heard of a happy ending of anybody having a large predatory animal in their home. It never ends happy.
Right.
You can buy a tiger, but you can't buy common sense. But I really want people to realize, too, is every time I go in and take an alligator out of a basement, or I have to go take a cougar out of somebody's house, these animals don't end up happy. They end up still being in cages. These are wild animals. Their instincts is to be wild, and you need to leave them in the wild. That's my main goal. Dogs and cats need homes. Leave the wild alone. Rob, you know you got a story about a cat.
I've got a cat. In fact, the cat I had before him was off the street. I would never consider going to a puppy mill or whatever they're called. There's no good to that whatsoever.
Absolutely not. And one thing, too, people have to remember is these dogs and cats are waiting to be loved. They need a home. How dare we as human beings disrespect wildlife to drag them into our homes when you have animals that need a home right now, that need that love, that need to be cared for, and they're going to show you back love. Like you say, your cat brings lots of joy to you. My dog brings a lot of joy to me, too.
Yeah.
I never had that joy when I raised tigers, where I could actually take my tiger and walk it down the street. No, I could take my dog, walk him down the street, and we got along. We could run together. We could be together. It's a pack kind of animal. We're a family animal. You can't take an alligator and bring it in with your kids in the house. It's just not going to work.
Especially in Huber Heights.
Especially in Huber Heights when I took that one out of the basement.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable how people have misunderstood and disrespected wildlife to the point that they said, I got to have a cougar and I've got to put it in my home. And I have never in my wildest dreams thought it would be to a point here in the United States of America. It's an American phenomenon. It's not in Australia. It's not in South Africa. It's in the United States of America where people think they can bring the most dangerous creatures into their homes as household pets. But, you know, they're loving these animals, but they're loving them to death.
Tim Harrison from Outreach for Animals. He's continuing to spread that word, and I'm going to help him. And remember what Bob Barker used to say, have your dog or cat spayed or neutered.
Absolutely.
And get a dog or a cat.
Absolutely.
Tim Harrison, everybody, and thanks for watching.
Thanks, Rob.